This trip started like most good ones do. A vague plan, a tight crew, and way too much gear. Kove Canada brought the bikes, I brought the camera, and we pointed them towards the Kootenays. My job? Ride the route, snap the photos, and try not to drop the camera or the bike. Well, I'm packed up, ready to go, heading out tomorrow morning to catch the ferry. After that, I'll be heading out towards Vernon, meeting up with the Kove Canada crew, and we'll be doing some photos and filming with them. That is going to be a blast. They have an epic route planned. Looking forward to that, and we'll see what else happens along the way. After 5 long days of riding dirt to Vernon, I finally met up with the Kove Canada crew. First up is Josh. He's on the brand new Kove 800X Pro, and he's ready to show us what that big twin can do. Then there's Justus. He's rocking a mustache that says Seasoned Adventurer, but this is actually his first moto camping trip. Let's just say he's got no idea what he signed up for. The plan from here is pretty simple. Hit the tarmac, but only until we can find dirt, because we're here to shoot dirty photos of the bikes in the dirt. Nothing else, I promise.
It's hot. Yeah, it's BC hot. The goal for today is to get to Trout Lake, I believe it's called. Yeah.
How much pavement do we have before the trails?
15 kilometers, maybe.
Do you think that's a reasonable amount or way too much? I've paused Josh here because we were actually on the tarmac for closer to an hour, and it was cold, wet, and miserable.
We're going to reverse the route because we're going to try not to drive or ride right into the rain. We're going to try to avoid the rain. Yeah.
How was that last section?
Wet. Very, very wet.
How are your nipples?
Rock hard. Glass cutters. Glass cutters.
Can we keep that bit in there?
I mean, on your YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah, can we do like an uncensored version first and then like a censored, okay, the public can see this one?
It's not fair because the uncensored version is just going to be all you.
Yeah.
After an hour of soul-crushing tarmac, we had finally found it. Dirt. Glorious dirt. But with all great highs, well, you know it's coming. The vibes, yeah, they didn't stick around. Let's just fast forward about 24 hours and then play this back as it unfolds. How's your day going?
Better than the last 2 days. No wrecks today, and hopefully no more for the rest of the trip. An awesome new little tent here from an Angel in Grand Forks, I believe.
Why did you need to borrow that tent? This time we're going to pause Justus. Back at the start of this video, I said it would be his first time moto camping. Well, we ended up in a hotel room in Grand Forks for night 1. Not exactly rugged, not exactly moto camping. But hey, maybe there'll be a continental breakfast in the morning.
Well, I learned the hard way that everything you want to bring should fit real snug in your dry bag. And coming down a logging road, probably 60 to 80, the tent had fallen off. Without me realizing, got stuck in the back tire, stalled the bike, locked the bike, and hit the ground pretty good. So a little bit sore today, wrist is a little bunged up, some scabs starting, but that's part of it.
How'd the bike hold up?
The bike held up better than I did. I'm actually quite impressed that, considering I've dumped this bike 3 times, it's skid about probably 20 to 30 feet. I mean, shit, there's a little bit of something, but these bikes are absolute machines, and they'll take pretty much anything.
The worst part of the whole day for me is that the motel didn't even have a continental breakfast. We had to make do at this little cafe in town. Then it was back onto the bikes, and finally back onto the dirt, back on track. We spent the entire day off-road, winding our way from Grand Forks to Castlegar. The views were unreal, the kind that make you stop mid-sentence and just stare. And for the first time on the trip, I finally pulled out the camera to snap a few of those dirty pictures I was after. Of the bikes, in the dirt. Still gotta be clear about that. After lunch in Roslyn, we pointed our bikes towards the Columbia and Western Rail Trail. It's one of those rare sections that doesn't try to kill you, but it still takes your breath away. Sure, the riding is easy, but the views, they make up for it. Then came the tunnels, long, dark, and echoing with the ghosts of locomotives past. You could almost hear the steel on steel and whistle of the trains from a century ago bouncing off the walls. And right after that came the trestles, wide, sturdy, and scary high. It was full smiles from the crew. We stopped at one of the best lookout spots and grabbed some photos. I finally got to put the camera to use, snapping everything from wide scenic bangers to close-up hero shots of the bikes. Oh, and the tunnels. Of course we shot the tunnels. These are the kind of photos that make all your friends question why they didn't go with you. The crew was covered in dust and chewing on sand after an afternoon on the rail trail. We decided to wrap up the day with a swim below the trestle to beat the heat and rinse off about 100 years worth of railroad grime off our faces and everywhere else it got. No need to get into those details. After all the tunnels, trestles, and dust, we wrapped it up the way it was meant to be. One last night of moto camping under the stars. We came to shoot an adventure, and we ended up living one. The photos turned out to be some of my favorites. The Koves, they handled everything we could throw at them. The crew, they all held strong. And Justus, the guy who swore off moto camping that first night in the motel, he ended up falling in love with it. We hauled back to Vernon and wrapped it up at Rider's Edge. And yeah, we'll be back to do this again.